We back at it like a bad habit. If you want something better, go grab it. I'm telling you, we back with it. We back. Look, today's video is about Navy boot camp. Like my personal experience at Navy boot camp. What I liked about it, what I didn't like about it. But I ain't even gonna really talk about what I didn't like. I could like get chopped for it. You know what I mean? But boot camp was really fire. Honestly, first I'm gonna talk about my initial like thought process of boot camp before I went in. So before I went in, I watched a bunch of videos on YouTube talking about Navy boot camp, you know, things of that nature. So going into boot camp, I was expecting I expected to be different. You know, I expected this is all boot camps except for the Air Force. The Air Force, you don't really count when I'm talking about this, but I expected all boot camps to be more physical than anything. On me, Navy boot camp, it was physical. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like people got chopped. Like they got pushed back because they couldn't do certain things physically. And when I was talking to my pops and my friend Concurrence, that's a little shout out. When I was talking to him, we're just chatting, and then I realized a 12-minute 15 run. That's okay on the harder side of for a mile and a half. I didn't know that at first, right? I didn't. I'm not even finna cap with y'all. I didn't know that at first. I didn't when it came to that. I just thought, oh, it's a run, you know. I thought this was I thought my friends could do it, you know. But now that I got more knowledge on it, it is low key harder than expected. But in the Navy boot camp, we did more running. We did a lot of running. So physically running was everybody could do push-ups. Like if you was a male, you went to boot camp, you couldn't do 46 for 18, 46 push-ups. You couldn't do 46 push-ups, and then they rigged it. All you had to do was you didn't have to go all the way down. All you had to do was breaking down knee. If you couldn't do that, you ain't deserve to be there in the first place. I'm just keeping a buck with you. I'm not even finna cap with you. But the PT stuff, that was on the easier side. The only thing that really got me messed up was the run, and I still passed without getting pushed back. So I'm chilling. But Navy boot camp is more mental than anything. So actually, for everybody out there, I'm finna give out a little nice tip. Yep, which I'm finna put y'all on game. I'm finna make it easy for y'all, and y'all still not gonna listen to me. I'm finna make it easy as fuck for y'all. Y'all still not gonna listen. If you coming in as an E1 or E2, there's a test off rip. The day you get there, you taking the test, and that's a rank up test. You pass that, and I'm pretty sure your first RDC assessment. I think your first RDC assessment, or it's the it's the initial assessment. You pass that, your initial assessment, you get ranked up to E2 or E3, depending on what you at. All you have to do is pass that test. The paper test is what got everybody. Most people pass the initial assessment, the initial physical assessment. Most people pass that. It was light. It was slight. No, it was easy, light work. But it was the test that got them. They didn't study before they got in. They didn't study for it. Know your the 11 general order citizenry. Know your sailor's creed. Know your rank and recognition. That's really all you need to know. That's light. It's light. Because now when you go through boot camp and you studying that, you realize how easy it was. And all you had to do was literally take 10 minutes out of your day. You gonna learn them. Take 10 minutes to learn them. I know all of that going through boot camp. And I learned I learned like this. I learned all that like this simply because it was so simple. But before boot camp, I didn't want to apply myself. I didn't want to sit back and study it. So if you really about your money, and you want to get your money, study it. Simple. The thing about boot camp is that there's certain things I can't really speak on, right? Like battle stations, I can't really speak on that. But don't don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. Throughout everything in boot camp, be prepared for literally everything. What else? What else about boot camp? My experience. Okay, so look, listen, hear me out. Make friends. Don't go to boot camp being that one guy or that one girl that just sits in the back, quiet. First of all, you're gonna get picked out. Like you getting picked out the crowd anyway. The RDCs, once they see you quiet, they're gonna pick you out of the crowd anyway. They're gonna be like, oh, that person is quiet. Oh snap! You think you finna hide in the background? No, come here. They're gonna call you out. So either way, people gonna know who you are because the RDC's gonna call you out. Like there's no hiding in boot camp. It's not. I swear. But like, try to be outspoken, try to make friends. And if you somebody that's not good at being a leader, they're gonna teach you how to be a leader in boot camp. You just gotta, you need to want to, like, you need to like want it. And cause me, I wasn't a big leader in boot camp, but I learned so much from everybody else who's put in a leader position to where now I feel like I'll be a great leader here at A school. You know, like next week when I start classes for real, I'm gonna try to be a team leader. You know, well, a class leader. You know, so I could like the military in general is all about making leaders and making people who can work on a team well. Like if you could be a good leader or you good at, like, you're a good team player, life gonna be easy as fuck for you. I swear, it's so simple. All you need is those two things. The food, I know some people ask about the food. It's not that hot. It's not that great. I was in one of the ship. It's different by every ship. Not every ship got bad food. My ship tended to have food that wasn't the best. It just depends on where you go. Because you're going to go to different ships. So depending on where you go, depending on what type of food you're going to eat. So not all the food is the best food. That's all I'm saying. It's not all the best food. What else? What else would y'all want to know? What else did the world want to know about boot camp? I already talked about getting a leadership position. There's so many. I gotta stress this. There's so many opportunities to be a leader in boot camp. Take them. Volunteer for little. You don't know what it is? Volunteer. Raise your hand. Like, I think it was like the first day, second day, they asked who want to be RPOC. Volunteer. RPOC is literally one of the most important jobs there. Volunteer for it. I'm telling you. Don't let a douchebag volunteer, because then you're going to have a bad 10 weeks because you got a bad RPOC. That's a douchebag. Volunteer. Take a leadership role. You're not going to know what to do, but they're there. The RDCs are there to teach you how to do it. So why not volunteer for it? See what I'm saying? What else would be a good thing for y'all to do? There's open showers. No matter what, you're going to be in an open shower. So if you're not used to it, I low-key don't know what to tell you. You're not used to it. I wasn't used to it, but I learned to get used to it. Don't be that weirdo. Don't be those weirdos that take a shower in skivvies. That's weird. In my opinion, that's weird. If you're watching this video and if you're in an open shower, you take a shower in skivvies, talking to you, you're weird. If you don't know what skivvies are, it's underwear, undergarments. That's what it is. Boot camp really like, and then a big perk about boot camp is that you're getting paid to work out. You're getting paid to go to classes. Like, a big part of boot camp is going to classes. Like, you're gonna be sending classes half asleep. Like, sleep deprivation is a thing. Like, before boot camp, I was always up. I was always up, energetic, happy as hell. I was up. Boot camp got me tired. I came here, I be taking naps because I be tired. Sleep deprivation is a thing. So I'm telling you, when you get there, sit back Try to learn something. Pay attention. Because it's not all important. Because, like, some things, unless you a certain rate, you never going to do again. Like, Marlin Spike, you never going to do it again. You probably ask me, what is Marlin Spike? You going to learn when you get there. You never going to do Marlin Spike again unless you a certain rate. Now, in the firefighting part, every rate does it. Every single rate does it. No matter what you are, you gonna be a firefighter. So that's something when you get there, pay attention. Cause me, I'm one of the best firefighters they had to offer. Me, who's better? Nobody. I was one of the best firefighters they had to offer. Right? What else? Something else? Live fire. I say try to deal best. Cause unless you're a certain rate, you never gonna shoot guns again. So if you want to get one of the little ribbons, they got one of the little ribbons, you do well. Because unless you're a certain rate, you will never touch a gun again. That's just simple. So try to do your best when it comes to live fire. And live fire is low-key cool, especially for me since I never really shot a real gun before. So I thought it was a really cool experience. So for everybody, I hope it's a cool experience for y'all as well, right? Make friends, make hella friends. I talked about it earlier about being social, but certain things I had to reiterate because y'all not gonna listen to me. Be social. I'm telling you, meet people. You're gonna be with them for 10 weeks. When they tell you that's your family, like the beginning of boot camp, there's like, that's gonna be your family. I didn't believe it 100%. I was like, nah. But at the end of boot camp, you're gonna realize that's your family. As time goes on throughout boot camp, you're gonna realize that's your family. You're gonna get so used to them people. Like, you taking showers with them, you sleeping with them, you eating every meal with them, y'all do everything together, you with them at all times. You get like zero, I'm not even gonna say zero, you get like 2% privacy, like 2-3% privacy, barely privacy. You like, it's bare minimum. It's not even bare minimum. It's you barely get privacy. You with these people all points in time throughout the day. So I'm telling you right now, get to know these people. Like, it's gonna be so good. But then at the end of the day, you gonna leave boot camp, but I'm gonna miss you. Be outside. I'm one of those guys. I miss some of the guys. But guess what? I got their number. I text them. I talk to them. Cause I know I'm gonna miss those guys. Right? Do what you gotta do. Right? It's life. I love most of the people there that I went to boot camp with. So try to be as social as possible. And no matter what, for everybody that's weak, getting yelled at is a part of the training. You could do, bro. This the one that really. You could be a damn near perfect sailor. Damn near perfect. The best sailor of all time. You get sailor of the year. Like the best of the best. You gonna still get yelled at. They don't discriminate. They don't care who you are. You getting yelled at. They don't care. They don't care. And my thing is, another big thing, don't surround yourself with the bad apples. Don't do it. I surrounded myself. I was a mix. I was with the good apples and the bad apples. So I was like right in the middle. But if the only group of people you talk to is the people that get in trouble all the time, you're wrong. So try to hang out with the people that's good. Or try to learn something from the smart people. Like at the end of boot camp, like close to the end, I started learning. I was on my learning arc. I tried to learn as much as I can from the people I deem respectable. That's what I tried to do. Now I got so much knowledge from them, I'm finna use it to make me better. Like right now, I'm trying to go for top of the class. I'm trying to be the best AO there ever will be. I'm trying to be top tier. So I'm going for class leader next week. I'm going for top of the class. I'm trying to be the best. I ain't finna slow up. Cause at the end of the day, why not? Why sit back and why try to be nothing? Like, why sit back and just try to coast through A school or coast through whatever you at, boot camp, just coast through where you just sit back like, This you in class. This you in class like the whole time. Why be that guy this in class? Bored as shit. And then you in class finna fall asleep. You in class finna fall asleep. Why be that guy? When you could be the guy taking charge. The guy learning. Get that knowledge. This video running long. I'm very sorry. But there's a lot about boot. There's stuff about boot camp I can't even tell y'all about. Right? Just know I'll come back to like I'll make a if y'all want a part 2, I'll make a part 2 of this. So I can go more in depth. But